emergency broadcast. Universal basic income is here. For you guys that have followed me for a while, you will already know about this. This has been a plan for a long time to keep you guys at a low vibration and keep you asleep. Don't take my word for it. Have a look right here. On the news, the UK have just announced that they will be releasing a beta testing group, giving people the option to live on a universal basic income. Now, if you don't know what that is, then you need to have a look at China. Over there, universal basic income is a normal thing. It's very similar to being on the dole. This is where you get money airdrop straight into your bank account for doing absolutely nothing. But it comes at a price. You can't speak your own mind. You can't speak against the state. You can't jaywalk. And obviously, you can't do crimes. Now, universal basic income does lead to a lot of negative things for society. In my opinion, this is the first step of a long road to a very, very dark place. And it's being released very similar to how tax was released. Now, if you don't know the history of tax and how tax was implemented into society, I'll give you a brief overview. Tax was introduced as a way of taxing the rich to give more money back to the poor. It was announced to society that you should tax the rich, implement this bill, vote for this bill, and all of the rich people will pay back for being so rich, and what ended up happening is, as soon as they announced that, and as soon as everybody was like, hold on a minute, I agree, I'm sick and tired of seeing all these rich people driving these nice things and doing these great things, I think they should charge for it, and they should give some money back to society, which all in all, sounds quite well. Personally, I probably would have been gullible enough to take it as well, but guess what happened? After that, when the bill was introduced, right at the bottom, it was like this: everybody's gonna be taxed. And what ended up happening is the rich people found ways around it. It turns out to be in their advantage, and the poor people ended up paying the price. And I didn't come from a rich family. In fact, I was one of the families that was getting taxed very, very highly because my mum was working hard. She ended up having to take up multiple jobs. She's probably paid more in her life in tax than me personally. And similar to a lot of other people in the same situation, they ended up paying the price. Rich people, moved to different countries. They started billing other companies that they owned to avoid the tax. They also found plenty of new ways to evade the tax. And as you guys have seen, a lot of politicians around the world have also avoided tax too. So what does this mean for universal basic income? Well, it's very similar to universal credit. Universal credit kind of began the bull market in a way. Everybody started getting airdrop money. They started spending it in the shops. They started spending more money. That obviously pumped up the market. And what ended up happening is the rich got super rich, and the poor people obviously spent all their money on clothes. They spent all their money on new cars because cars got a lot cheaper. It's like £300 per month to rent a brand new 2023 plate, and then petrol went up as well. And you ended up seeing that it wasn't actually as good as it all seemed to be. Now imagine this, imagine a society where you can't walk outside at a certain time, where you can't say certain things, where you can't be creative, where you're dumbed down, right? This is the society that they want. And this is the very first step on that long road to being there. And as you guys already know, we've just came out of almost 2 years of being locked in our houses, right? Having to, cover up our faces and not be able to communicate with other people. And that personally was a very, very, very tough time for a lot of people. And it was originally introduced as a 2-week thing. Then it was a 3 months thing. Then it was a 6 months thing. And then it was like, this is normal life. And people were ridiculing other people. If you seen somebody else that wasn't following the rules, you came out and you ridiculed them. Because you was told that if they follow the rules, then it's gonna allow us to get out of this situation faster. And that created a divide of people, right? It created conflict. And this is what's gonna happen all over again. Now, this is very, very alarming for a lot of people. And if you guys are new here, then you will already be aware of a lot of the dynamics that are going on. And you will already be aware that, we are being taught to stay on a lower vibration, on a lower frequency. So how do you go about this? How do you avoid this? Because this is a new situation that not a lot of you guys are aware about, and this is very, very new information. I personally believe in Sun Tzu's Art of War. If you understand the enemy and you understand the battlefield and you understand yourself, then you will never be defeated in 1,000 battles. In my opinion, not the enemy, wouldn't ever consider it as the enemy, but you have to understand the state. You have to understand their visions for society. You also have to understand yourself and understand what game we are playing. In my opinion, the game that we are playing at the moment is mass control. The game that we are playing at the moment is they want to see everybody on a lower vibration. They don't want to see you traveling the world. They don't want to see you having time and location freedom. They want to see you following the rules and doing what they say, because they believe that they have the best intent at heart and that you're not smart enough to make your own decisions. Now, if you don't believe me, look at the society, look at the rules, and look at the way a lot of these politicians speak. They don't think that you are smart enough to make your own decisions. That's why they tend to make these rules for you. Okay, it's the same thing with the last situation I don't want to mention because this will get demonetized, but they made the decisions. They said that, they started making up things, just because that they didn't believe that you were smart enough, okay? So if you want to break these chains, then one of the key things is you need to start making your own income. That doesn't mean that you need to be at 10K a month, okay? That doesn't mean that you need to be some next multi-million-dollar entrepreneur, We came out of the last generation, let's say 10, 20 years ago. We came out of a generation of hard workers, a generation of plumbers, of grafters, of builders, people that were just building things. Came out a generation of inventors, people that were creating things like, past how many years, they created the car, created the airplane. We came out of this industrial revolution of people that were creative, of people that were active. And I believe we are in a digital revolution. I believe that people are blinding themselves to the opportunity that they have online. You can learn an online skill, but most people believe that these online skills are fake. Okay, they believe that these online skills don't exist, that people are always trying to sell everyone something. That's why I give away all my shit for free. Just to show you guys that it's possible, and all you have to do is take action. Okay, but most people don't. Most people watch videos like this and they still don't believe it, they still don't take action, and by the time it's too late, they're on universal basic income, they've got nothing going on, they can't talk against the state, and it's not their fault. However, you guys have seen, that these things were right in front of you the whole time, and all you had to do was make that decision. Okay, so I wanted to base this Tyrelle Talks just on the fact that this is the very first step of mass control. And if you do not see this right in front of your face, and this isn't ringing alarm bells to say, okay, stop fucking about, stop going out and wasting time, stop thinking that you have time, because you don't. This is now a warning bell for you to get a kick up the arse, right, and start figuring out how to make money online. It's not very hard. You can either YouTube it, okay, or you can join the Side Hustle Club, links in the description, completely for free, and you can start learning things. You can start networking in the community. The number one step to freedom is independence and being able to make your own money. Because if you have to rely on other people, especially if you have to rely on the state, then you already know that they're going to be telling you to do things that you don't want to know because they think that you can't make your own decisions. When we all know, that you can. We all know that you can make your own decisions on what to do. Okay, so if you guys are new here, these videos are Tyrelle Talks. This is where I do short form podcast content, okay, where I leave my experiences, my understanding, and some of the things that have helped me travel around the world in the past 5 years and go from a dead broke uni student to a multi-millionaire. And I document the whole thing, okay? So I'm not one of these guys who come on the internet like this and come out with all these things. I document everything on Snapchat, guys, on Snapchat. Don't ask me why I picked Snapchat. I'm not the best YouTube editor. You guys can look at my old videos. I just don't really like editing clips and making things all the attention grabbing. I like actually doing the work. I like getting clients. I like delivering results, and that's why I've got endless testimonials for these things. So I want to have these videos as a way of giving back to you guys and allowing you guys to be inspired. It's very, very hard when you're around people who are small-minded, when you're around people who will see things like universal basic income and will think it's a good thing, right? Because they don't want to work. They just want money for free. And it's exactly how they get you. Okay, exactly how they get you. They'll say, okay, you can sit on your ass all day. No, you can do nothing. You can watch TV. Maybe you can play some computer games, and we'll just airdrop you money. People are gonna take it. In fact, some people will probably quit their jobs right now if they could get £1,600. That's how much they're paying people per month for doing absolutely nothing. Now, they're releasing a beta group, and this is how it's gonna start. They'll release a beta group, and they'll make it seem like it's something cool. You're already seeing this on the Times, okay? The next thing is the Sun. After that, it's the BBC. After that, it's gonna be on the Daily Mail and the Good Morning Show. After that, your favorite influencers, which you think, are just there to entertain, they'll be sponsored by these companies for multi-million dollars, and they'll stick it up them, and they'll be walking around promoting these things just like The Rock did. Okay, so don't think necessarily that all of these entertainers have your best interest in mind. In fact, they are also manipulated too. Okay, so this was a big episode. Okay, this was a lot dropped on you guys, and I don't want to sit here ranting for too long. I like to keep these Ties Talks podcasts quite short, just to open up your mind and just keep tapping on that brain until it opens up. Okay, guys, so this should be some alarm bells. This is some insane news. In fact, it blew my mind when I seen it. I had to look at it a few times, but this is how things start. Okay, and I'm very surprised that it started already. This is only going to pump my bags. It's only going to pump my investments, because people are going to go out there, they're going to blow £600 a month in crypto. We've already got private investments there. We've got tons of different holdings. We've got money in artificial intelligence and tons of different startups as well. So it's only going to pump these bags, but it's not good. You guys that follow me, I came from Radford, okay, from Strelly New Estate, from Broxton, places where the dole is a normal thing. If you're on the dole, that's a normal thing. If you guys from the USA, this is kind of like that Obamacare. In the UK, they have this kind of Obamacare system where you get paid for doing nothing. Okay, but now it's gonna get even worse. You're gonna get paid even more, and then they're gonna start implementing social credit just like China. If this didn't alarm you, then I'm sorry, then this video is not for you. You keep doing your thing, and just keep existing. Okay, if you're looking to survive, if you're looking not just to survive, if you're looking to thrive and you see something for your life, you don't want somebody to tell you what to do. You're seeing these things and they're alarming, but you don't really understand how you can break the chains. Then that's exactly why I do what I do. That's exactly the reason why I'm here, and that's why I created the Side Hustle Club down below, so you can learn how to make money online completely for free. I don't want nothing. I actually turn up in these calls live every single day, just mentoring people and trying to get them their first client, because you don't have to become a millionaire. Okay, you don't have to actually. You don't have to even make 10K per month. Making money online, this is the new wave. Okay, people have moved past this industrial revolution where you have to slave away for 12 hours a day for 80 quid or 120 quid. That's what I did for a long time. This is a new era where all you have to do is get 1 or 2 clients online, work for 3 hours a day, deliver some results, and Bob's your uncle. You can be independent and make your own decisions, okay? So I'm gonna leave this Ties Talk short. If this did inspire you, if this was a surprise, if this shocked you, then hey, share this with a friend, because this is an absolute emergency. This is an emergency broadcast, guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully the next video is a little bit lighter. I'm in Dubai at the moment. I'm traveling the world, doing what I do, practicing what I preach. And I hope that this has inspired you guys as well. So subscribe to the channel, share this with a friend, and I will see you guys in the next one.